I understand the opportune time is now to get this dealt with because of the change in the scheme.
Yeah.
How do you envisage working with this moving forward then? Would you think it would be prudent to look at them every year, or why would you set your boundaries to look at them again to write off in the future?
We certainly need to be doing that now on an ongoing basis each year. I would envisage a report similar to this, if there are debts of this level, to be written off coming before Cabinet, at least annually.
Okay, thank you very much. There's only one final observation to make, Chairman, if I may, and is that members are keen to learn more about this business rate retention scheme. It's early days, and I know that we gave a commitment that we would share information with members. I think it was suggested maybe a learning hour. I wouldn't like that to be forgotten, and if we could pick that up in some shape or form and make sure that we do have that in the programme moving forward, that we share that information with members. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It is certainly the case that is on the radar, and that it is intended that will happen this financial year.
Great, thanks.
Chairman, I'd just like to you're saying all avenues have been explored to avoid or to preempt this situation. I'm not just clear on that as to, because it is rather a large amount of money, and I would like some comment on it.
I think it is also obvious. Well, I think it's also apparent to say it is also. I appreciate the figures, and appreciate the figures of some have gone back to 2008. But I'd make the comment, obviously, that this isn't Fylde Borough Council's money.
If we just have a quick look at the top three that are here that are over the 25,000, in those instances, there's actually very little as a council that we could do to collect that. It's a voluntary arrangement, or the company's gone into administration, or it's gone into liquidation, and at that point there's nothing left for us to do other than to submit our claim. In certainly most cases we'll have had bailiff visits, and the bailiffs will perhaps try and recover the money. It's not easy for them as well with business rates.
I think it's common sense that once you get to the levels of 99% recovery, if you want to put enormous amounts of resources to improve that to 99.5 and 90, I think that's unreasonable. I'm satisfied if I had a general idea of our recovery rates with our neighbours. I know I won't compare ourselves with Blackpool, they would have their own particular problems, but with neighbours like Wyre, for instance, are we comparable, are we better, are we worse?
I'm sorry, I'm not aware of what that comparison is.
You know, nobody's ever rung me before as a text. That's the first, I'm not turning it off because that's the very first time it's happened.
Thank you. Back to the business. Any more observations? Okay.
I'm happy to propose
Thank you.
the report.
So proposed by Councillor Buckley, and I'm delighted to second that. And can I thank you for the work you've done in preparing this report, and the collection rates to me of 99% is I think are excellent, and the assurances that Mr O'Donoghue has been able to bring to Cabinet, that this will be looked on a year-to-year basis, I think is essential that we keep a very close eye on this every year, and it should be brought to Cabinet every year. So I thank you for that, and I also endorse Councillor Buckley's observation with regards to a learning hour for councillors in the future, in order to be able to understand the business rate retention scheme. So I would welcome that being put into the training schedule. So thank you very much indeed, gentlemen.